Anyways, three, two, one. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the No One's Listening podcast. It is your host, No One, and with me is, as always, the guest host, Stretch.
Hey.
We got some pizzazz
Ooh.
on it. Did you just hit me with the
Mhm.
hee hee? I even tried to do the stretch gay. Oh, he got the silly willies
A little.
tonight. We got the silly billies. Anyways, we gonna jump straight into some drama that's been going on that I've seen.
Ooh.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, I should know everything about this situation, but I don't. 'Cause starting Thursday, my phone um started saying no SIM detected and shit. So I'm gonna make a drink while I tell the story. And it would go up, kick my whole service out, then it came back Thursday like it was still I had service and shit. It would just happen every so often. Well,
Mhm.
come Friday when I wake up, nope, not no more. I have absolutely no service. And
Uh-oh.
I know, right? Fucking shame, shame, shame. So I'm just sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties. I was just, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just the service, because when I looked it up, if they had any outages and shit, it said there were outages in the area. Saturday, no service. So I'm like checking Discord periodically, only when I'm around Wi-Fi. And I was driving a little bit this past weekend, so I was hit or miss with checking shit, and I really tried to just focus updating the league shit and my team thing. So I wasn't paying attention. Well, I finally get the new phone. I start looking like fucking Nebula it just crashed,
Mm.
and I know the stretcher 5 Point Nebula over here knows what happened. Cause for a second there, I
Um.
was like, "Damn, I know Stretch ain't going poaching half the team now."
Depending on who you ask, I may have.
What do you mean,
If this
depending on who I
individual.
ask?
Em-
Oh, if I ask
I
Chip,
mean, if you ask Chip, I might have did a little poaching, but on a technicality, I didn't really poach. Um. Yeah. After we played them in playoffs, or was it a regular game? I don't remember. After we played them, Um, I'm guessing there was some team turmoil between like JKM and like Trail, and it basically got it to where Trail left that same day, Levi left, Trippin said he's not playing with JKM, and like, so I was like, okay, I might as well take advantage of this. I want Lil Dollar, so
so why did
obviously,
Levi leave though?
from what I understand, it's just it was a shit show over there. Like, it wasn't really a good environment.
Oh, Beck wasn't the issue, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know,
I'm saying he ain't
maybe.
been over there in like 2 months, 3 months.
I say maybe he wasn't the issue, but he was a issue.
Oh no, him and Trail were an issue.
hmm And so I'm guessing that like all this inner team turmoil got it to where they were like, yeah, no, we're out of here. And so I picked up Levi off rip because that's
That's a
what I
good pick
wanted.
right there.
Um,
That's a demon.
Trippin is gonna be like a designated E sub if we ever need one, and we're gonna be trying Trail out on Wednesday against Redemption and Zave. So we'll see how that goes.
Should go pretty good.
But to be fair, I never asked anyone to join or do anything until they confirmed that they left the
You know,
team.
I was talking and I was like, I forgot who I was talking to, but I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dude, if Nebula loses to CC again, it's not gonna be good. Lo and behold, this all followed a CC loss.
Yep.
I mean, a pretty bad one
Oh,
too.
yeah, no. Trippin was telling me about it. Usually he tells me the lore or the tea on Nebula. And dude, he had a lot to say about that game.
Dude, it was
You know,
bad.
Trippin doesn't have much to say, but when he does, he has a lot.
I watched
And I guess,
some of it from work.
hmm
It was pretty bad.
and that's what he was saying about like the JKM thing. Apparently, him and JKM were having like a shouting match or something in the middle of a game. You
Like,
know, Trippin's not the guy to do that, so
well,
it must have
it's
been pretty bad.
so it's like when they get into it, you know, I do see things. So like when they get into it in the general chat, not well the team chat. I ain't gonna go into about specifics, but it's like I always tend to look at both sides, and it's like from a outside perspective, they both make points, but at the same time, one's point is you just got to match my play style or this and that, and it's like, well, I'm sorry, but 8 people out of this 10-man roster play this way. We should not have to match you. You should have to match us. You're not good enough for us to match you.
Hmm
So it's like I side with Tripping a little bit on that, and honestly, like no hate to the dude really, because I mean outside of like just the game league shit, he seems kind of chill. I
hmm
haven't had a whole lot of interactions, but he's like a Walmart version of Trail. Is kind of what JKM is to me. He's just a Walmart Trail.
Which, from what I heard, I guess that's kind of how Trippin described it too. So
Yeah, like he's just brain
must
dead
not be too far
ass.
off.
Well, Trail is smarter when he plays. Jake him was just chalet. He's going through main door. He's not getting the bandits or nothing from underneath. He's just walking up mez and dying. And that was one of the whole arguments. Is like, well, nobody say don't frag out when you're the number one entry or whatever, but you could have at least gotten the bandits. Well, that's not my problem. It's
Right.
like, oh, okay. I've seen a lot, and I was like, oh, it's coming.
Oh
Really,
my.
Levi has bailed them out a lot in some of these games.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, so Levi's played a few for us so far. Um, yeah, no, he's really solid. He subbed playoffs for us yesterday, and we subbed him in last minute today. And today was a shit show as far as like roster was, but he's been really solid as far as like numbers wise and like adaptability and all that stuff. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know how the Nebula puzzle couldn't be solved because they had a lot of really good players on that team at one
Ego.
point.
As
I mean, you
simple
could
as
say
that.
it's ego, but then it'll be like, I mean, you joke like 5 Point Nebula, but think about it, it's gonna be the exact same people on a different team, just plus the stretcher, and it'll
Well,
be a
so
different story.
there's a lot that goes into that. It's like, yes, you got at least as of right now the two quietest people on Nebula. And to see both of them go off on somebody, I was like, okay, well, it's clearly they're both mad at somebody here.
Hmm
It's like
Well,
there's
yeah, well,
clearly.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know because I think, like I said, Trippin's one of people where it's like really hard to piss him off, and he's not gonna say much, but when he does say something, it's gonna be a lot, and he has a lot to say about JKM.
I believe it.
And like, there's
But
not
then
too many people he doesn't like, and Abolishing and JKM happen to be like those types of people.
That's what I said. Like it's not bad with having. Okay, so to me, it's like having Vec and Trail on a team are bad. It's like having one
Hmm
you can throw them off. And that's what I said. Like they're both cool guys.
They just
It's
couldn't
just
fit together.
they can't fit together. Like one likes to get mad and kind of like what the fuck ever, and like they have a similar way of approach but a different way of approach.
Hmm
So one likes to flip victim, and that's where it created the issue. Was just like yes, one didn't have to word it like this, but you also don't have to flip a victim and act like you take some accountability. Like you're not Bolo walking around one tapping everybody.
Right.
It kind of is you, and it just leads to one holds himself to. I think they both hold themselves to a stricter standard, so they do tend to get a little more frustrated. On top of that, when it's like your typical man, what the fuck? Why isn't somebody watching that? Just shit like that. It doesn't blend well with both of them. So they would just go back and forth. And so you get rid of one, yes, it soothes until you bring another similar person into the picture. So it's like it's easy to ignore one, but it's hard to ignore two. It's hard to ignore three. Because at this point, them two going back and forth is just getting fucking annoying. Then add that
Right.
on top of since Vec left, they've pretty much been like 4-11. So I was like, add that frustration on top of that to losing to the same team 3 times. And I'm not talking like
Yeah.
overtime losses. I'm talking like 7-4, 7-5
I
regulation
mean, but
losses.
there's just some teams that you lose to though. And from an outsider's perspective, I don't see what Vec brings to the table to where if they lose him, they're like a worse team for wear. I don't know
He
what exactly he brings because he wasn't the IGL.
he
He
was.
wasn't this just a
Well,
graded entry
he
player.
he, he was, but he wasn't. So Miller's like the behind the scenes guy. I like Vec. Like Vec is honestly not. I get an admit. I don't think there was a right fit IGL for Nebula. Like the team was compromised of a lot of fraggers that aren't really gonna care to listen to a game plan, and that was a lot of the issue too. And then you put Trip in there. Tripping. He's not. He's gonna fit in the role. All right, so now you got 4 fraggers and Tripping. Well, Levi isn't a fragger by heart, but he's kind of forced into that role sometimes when everybody just dies. So I was like, or
Hmm.
nobody wants to make a move, so now Levi's on Ace having to make a fucking move because nobody else wants to. Just shit like that ended up happening. To me, Vec is actually a pretty good entry. As far as like maybe not, pick for pick, but at taking space, he's pretty good. Trail is more of a lurk. He's a great lurk. But I think that I don't know, they were just winning more. Whatever was working. Like Trail and Vec are both pretty decent. You get them intel and comms. So I think that might have been the weighing thing there. But I
Yeah, I mean, again, I get what you're saying, but I feel like Trippin's style of IGL, where it's not as strict as mine, he's more loose fitting, say, bring whatever ops you want and we'll adapt around that or whatever. Whereas I'm, hey, you need to bring this ops. This is how we're pushing it. This is where I want you till. That's like my style of IGLing versus his very like lackadaisical and laid back style.
well the lag
I mean
yeah,
that fits better for Trail's playstyle in particular, and it could. I mean,
but it doesn't
you're
fit
doing
the
what you want
team.
to do, so ooh, I'd say for when they had like Vix and Yesh, it fit the team extremely well.
They still couldn't really like they were actually started downfalling with them too.
I don't really see how. I mean, if you wanted to make a T1 comparison, I would say that they're like a Shopify Rebellion where they have all these like
But
really
well
good
well
aimers
to
and role
me,
players.
I really don't think one of them wanted to be there. I think one was just there for the other. And then like 2 people had an issue with Yesh. Swears he doesn't, but then gets mad when Yes E subs or does something for the team. So I think that played into a little bit of it. And like I said, I don't know. I personally don't think they really wanted to be there. I
Well,
think they
tell
were.
me the lore. I mean, this is like 5.2 property now, so
This was a
I
while
need
ago. I don't really.
I need to.
I don't
No,
know.
tell me.
Well, Yesh and Miller. I don't know what he did to Miller. Miller swears he doesn't have an issue with him, but I mean, you could slap me, punch me, and I still wouldn't believe him. Like, cause that day that he filled in he was on the roster or whatever or something. They grabbed him. He like got mad about it. He's like, "Well, we could use somebody else on roster." I'm like, "Dude, what's it matter?" And what is this? It's like, dude, okay. But swears he doesn't have an issue with him. None of us, I don't think any of us know anything else more than that. I guess it's something in the past. I don't know. I think at some point, Vic's doing well, I want to leave. I'm just going to leave because somebody I don't like. And I think they just kept playing into it so hard, they just didn't care anymore. I told him to quit playing into it. I said, dude, if somebody wants to leave, just let them leave. But that's just my leadership style. It's like I ain't begging nobody to stay. Why you want to leave?
Yeah.
I just want to. All right, bye. Like if you can't fucking man enough to tell an actual reason, bye. I don't need you. Like I will find somebody. I don't care if I takes longer to win. But that's like my leadership style. Yeah, like I run this, not you. That's why I didn't agree with some of the shit in Nebula when I stepped in. I get told, "Oh, well, they're gonna leave." I don't give a fuck. They don't run this team. But that's me. So I back off and I was like, "Well, you know what? It's more your team than mine." Respect thing. Like no hate, no nothing. But like I said, I really don't know where that lore came from. That was just a weird era for Nebula when Vix and Yes were there.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It sucks to see a team like them have all these like key component players. Like at one point they had Levi, Yesh, Vix, Trell, Trippin, Miller every 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. They had components and good players. It just didn't work out.
Well, one, they
I'm
didn't
like,
really attempt to get better. Like in game we lose. It's it sometimes was a blame game, or like Trippin's thing. Like it works for some people, it doesn't for others. Taking the high road, it's like, well, the high road hasn't worked here, so we need to try something else.
yeah.
Is kind of what it falls to. Like, well, it's just a bad game. It's like, well, this is the fifth bad game in a row. We can't keep wiping it off as it's a bad game. Like, what's the fucking issue here?
Well,
Like,
they didn't really start losing consistently until they lost like multiple people at the same time.
well, even then they
Like
were
Vixen
so.
Trail or
eh,
Vixen Yesh when they left. That's when they started picking up more consistent losses.
They
And
actually still
then
didn't lose that much.
that's what I'm saying though.
The
It really wasn't
losses,
that bad.
the losses kicked in when Trail and Vec got
Got
really
into
bad.
it.
No, I
Yeah.
mean like they were always back and forth, but when it got bad, like picking sides bad, that's when they started playoff choking more. But they were chalking each other mid game
Yeah.
and shit like that. And I was like, God damn again. Like granted, both of them seem to be doing a lot better now. You got their own shit. You separate them, they seem to be doing good. But it just seems where
Some
that
more than
downfall.
others.
What? Who's not doing good?
Trail?
Oh, is he not? Oh,
No, he's not on Nebula anymore.
oh well, neither one
Officially.
of them are.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The Trail's looking for teams still getting a tryout in on other teams, and Vec has Nightfall. So
My goat's right there. Anyway, we'll get in that in a minute. Hey, you just wait. We cooking. I think we're actually
it
like.
better be.
I think we're actually like. We took CC to overtime. We should have won, but Bleeder's dumbass wants to plant under a vertical hole. We would have won that game if he didn't do that. That was our first game. We 7-0 Pit Wrath, and then we 7-4. I don't know who.
Damn.
And then I
I feel
think,
like that's a good segue.
right now in scrimmages we're like 6-4 on Nebula.
Oh, so y'all been scrimming them a ton.
Well, I know 4-2 for sure. I think we're 6-4. and we lost one because it was pretty much 3 subs on our team. Yeah, we've been doing best of threes with them. I think we just finished one tonight. We went 2-1 with 3 subs. We still took them. I think they had some tryouts too, but like mechanically, they're getting better tryouts. So I was like, we're still
That's what
doing.
I heard. I heard they got a really interesting guy over there that I would really like, apparently.
Which one?
Kure? Something with a K.
Oh, Kieran.
Kieran? I don't
You
know.
talking about the IGL coach guy?
He's a player.
Well, no, I think he's a PC coach or was.
No, this one's a
Kieran
player.
Kieran.R6. No, he's a player on the team, but I think he also coaches for PC or something. Are you talking about he's a PC player? I don't know.
I don't know. Apparently, he like is into femboys, so
Ah, that's where you're into it. Oh, okay.
yeah.
No, but they got some like they're picking up a decent
Yeah,
team that's actually
Ure.
talking it out. They got Drew and Dylan now too.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
he I guess he
interesting.
convinced Pit Delirious to half merge with Nebula. Is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, it's an interesting setup they got going on over there now.
If it works, it works. But like I said, like you would laugh kind of at hearing the roster we got at Nightfall, but it's working one step at a time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I have learned that Sorcery is probably one of the most slept on support players I've seen.
Don't tell me that. I'm a poacher now.
I don't poach. You can count hop. Well, we haven't got him in any real D1 competition yet, but he has really been like shaping up so far. Because a lot of people when they came to Nightfall, and I really kind of stay over there because it's what I wanted to build a team on. Like I kind of came into Nebula a little late. Like it's the same thing. Like it really wasn't fully mine. I kind of joined after the team was made, and then I kind of throw feelers out there. And if I get ego back, I just back away because it ain't worth my time. Like
Mhm.
if you're just gonna tell me, well, you don't play with us and shit like that, why would I listen to you? Like I'll just go the other way.
Right.
It's like what I don't know, I got people that do know that can still help you. But no, it always
Right.
turns into ego. So with Nightfall, like ironically, I made 999 first. That's my like little troll friend team. Nothing serious there because I was like, I want a team. Like I just want a team. Just be able to watch or whatever. Well, then Vec messaged me, I guess, with the pit wrath shit. I don't know if it's sincere they don't like over there or whatever. Well, he messaged me and he's like, well, here's a roster I got working on right now or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. But I mean, I flat out told him, I said, like, this is how this team's gonna be ran. I was like, no egos. You're not gonna fucking crash out on people. It's like you want to be an IGL. I got a guy that can help you formulate that better than what you got now. I was like, I like doing the VOD. Like, you want to make a D1 team, like, I'm gonna do it right. And I was like, we ain't gonna have the Nebula shit. I will walk away. And right now, he's actually been great.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, he has his moments, but I mean, we all do. But I mean, like, we've been doing VOD reviews most mornings. Going over strats. I got somebody kind of coaching them into an IGL role. And
Yeah. I
like
mean,
the
it
only
sounds like a good setup over there.
it's going pretty good right now. We don't have any star
Yep.
players, and that's kind of what I wanted. It's like I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need stars. I just want people that I can mold.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I mean, that's kind of how Nebula was to start off with. Because granted, Yesh and Vix weren't really popping until the whole Nebula train took off. And then even then you think about it, Trippin's like a really like good player and he's known for being like a good like voice or whatever, but he's not known as like a star player. He's like an enabler, if that makes sense.
mm-hmm. But that's where it's like I got some opinions on what else is wrong in Nebula, but as for another day, I've done stated some of it, and
Yeah.
I was like, it just gets ignored. So that I mean, it's for another day. I want them to win one. It's like we're going on a year now. Like I want more than like one or two grand final appearances.
Yeah.
But
I
like
don't know.
like the Nightfall roster is Vecna, uh, Try Me, Binks. Binks actually we lit in the past 4 or 5 scrims because we've had our fifth not one of the 5 starters not being able to play the past 2 nights. He's actually he's very workable. Try Me was
Workable. What do you
like
mean?
he's not as he's I don't think he's as bad as people think he is. Like he top
Well,
fragged one of the
I
maps.
didn't even know they were players. I thought they were just admins.
I did too at one point until I saw them. They had their little in real teams, like their little troll teams. And then I got him on 999, and they keep saying, "I want to get better. I want to get." He's actually done pretty good. Try Me hasn't been in one yet. He's supposed to play map one tonight, but he wasn't back home yet. But anyways, we got Vecner, Try Me, Binks, Bleeder, Cursimore, Amur, High on IC, Cash Frags, Dash, Eastwood, and Masadi.
Mhm. Well, I heard Eastwood's pretty decent.
So he's still with White Eclipse right now, so he's only on the BH the Black Hole roster, but we don't even start him.
Yeah. Well, that's how it should be.
Masadi, I don't know if you remember him, but he's from Dream. He was one of NLG Dream's best players,
If I saw the gamer tag, I might remember, but
Mr. Masadi.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
But I don't know what happened. He disappeared for a while, and then I saw his looking for team posts. I picked him up for 999, but he's actually like he's an old head. So he's like
Yeah.
us. Like he thinks like he wants to play the game like us. And I've been personally VOD reviewing with him. Like I've been watching his streams and giving him notes and pointers and shit. And shit, we'll see. He's he's done better than I thought he would. He's very very coachable. A lot of the people on his roster are actually surprisingly very coachable. Curse and more from Eva. We figured out his problem. I fixed that shit. Moved his role to flex, and he has done 20 times better. I guess he was trying to play entry. He's not an entry by any means. But flex is like flex and then the hard roam on defense.
Yeah.
Sorcery. I don't remember what team he was on. If it was Eternity or Tsukiyomi. They're gonna roast me for that, but I'm not sure. But we moved him to support. That dude. If we can just get him to, he's from a team that didn't play like a team. So we're trying to have to mold him into making team decisions rather than just kind of baiting a kill. And we're slowly getting there, and he's turning pretty good.
Yeah. How do you say the games with CC go? You
With
said y'all had
we played on one
barely
time
lost one?
8-7.
8-7.
I mean, we only lost the game because Doofus Bleeder wants to play. I mean, there was a little more than one reason. Like that was our first official game, so I feel like our first game with that
Wasn't a
5
bad showing.
wasn't bad. 8-7 to CC,
Yeah.
and Nebula can't even beat them and can't even take them to overtime. A D1 team can't even take them to overtime. I think we did decent. And seeing how they're beating some of these other teams, I was like, I think we did decent.
Yeah.
And
What
I
was
mean,
their roster?
oh, that game? Hold on, let me go look. I know they crashed out on Xeno. Or Abolish did. Um, they
Did you
had they had Omar, Vizsla, Abolish, Kex was their E sub, and Xeno. But I mean, the only
yeah.
person under 10 kills on their side is Xeno. He was 7 and 9.
Yeah, they removed Xeno too.
Yeah, cause
I don't know if you saw
he
the
went like
5.2 game versus us.
he went like fucking super negative.
Yeah, well, it was like 1-9, something like 1-8, 1-9, something like that.
I just remember seeing the double OG chat. I cannot play with this motherfucker. He is blacklisted from anything. But I mean, we didn't do bad. Like our biggest crutch that game was just attacking, failing to execute. Like those last second executions. It's like we just kind of got a little stuck, and that one person, we didn't have that one person to initiate a final push. And we've kind of been really working on that. And I'll say when we still got our little ball with it, but when we stick to it or like call a reset and then go for it, it's pretty good.
So would you say that it's because they're a better defensive team? Or like they had good defenses, or y'all just had bad attacks?
So a lot of them just don't come from a team that plays like a team. So like Bleeder and Curse come from a tourney aggressive team, Eva.
Mm-hmm.
And Sorcery comes from a team that didn't play together. They kind of did their own thing. Vector comes from a team that was 50-50. But Vec also, like, as aggressive as he is, he still prefers to play a little slower. Like, not like slow, but he doesn't like to be brainlessly walking in like a high frag would. And
Right.
then Eastwood, I don't know much about, like, for this lineup. So it was just a bunch of that. Like, the first scrims we did, we were trying to figure out roles and shit. And that's where we figured out, like, okay, Talon Curse is not an entry. Moved him around. This was the first game, and that's where we, like, that really showed the attacking, because we were scrimming kind of shit teams, just trying to get a feel for ourselves. So CC was our first decent team.
Yeah.
So
Well, so I was gonna say, how do you feel about the new CC? Or I guess quote unquote new.
I haven't seen it. I
Because
haven't.
I don't know that we've had a new episode out since they've been playing around.
Yeah, apparently Pit Delirious is fucking brand new too. Nebula merged with half old Pit Delirious, I guess.
Yeah.
Wild Boys has some new picks. They got, who's this? YB Coke. I'd see they took Rad from you.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if he's gonna play or not.
Kusho's fucking been dominating.
Yeah, Kusho's looked straight. You know who else has looked straight? What's their name? We just played them today.
Who,
What was their
Aquatic?
what was their name? No?
Right?
Tsukiyomi?
Oh yeah, they've been getting better and better as time goes.
They just won a free league 3-0.
Yeah. No, they
Maybe
lost.
Galaxy.
No,
They
they
lost?
lost. DME one. A, a, Akats-
Akatsuki?
Akatsuki. There you go. Yeah. They won 3-0. Suki got their
Oh,
shit
really?
right. Yeah.
What league was that? That was Galaxy, right?
That's Sin League. Galaxy's in regular season
Sin.
right now.
Sin. Yeah, Tsukiyomi won. Which one did we play? What league
No,
was it? WBZ.
Tsukiyomi did
Akatsuki.
not win Sin.
That I'm looking at it right here. Congratulations to Akatsuki for being the season's winners. 3-0 win versus BH Tsukiyomi.
Yeah. Are you saying Tsukiyomi was better or Akatsuki?
Akatsuki.
Yeah, because you said it backwards to begin with.
Maybe I did. Maybe you're gay. I don't know.
Both. Yeah,
Oh.
Akatsuki's they just got moved to D1 according to Square, so yeah, they're pretty solid.
No, we played Tsukiyomi today, I guess. And I was talking to Levi about it before the game. He was like, "Are we playing anyone good?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't really know any of these guys." I read out the name, and he said, "Yeah, these kids are like Zim out the ass." And then I was
Oh
talking to
yeah,
Trippin
that's what
about
I've
it,
heard.
and he's like, "Yeah, these kids are Zim out the ass."
Well, a lot of people don't realize how many people in this scene own a fucking Zim or a Matrix or.
Yeah, but you kind of know who is though. I've never even heard of these guys before.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that own one and just don't use it for league shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, it's a catchy slope one. Why you own one to begin with? But no, CC, I forgot. CC picked up Jack. They picked up D-Frags and Wyan Schmutney.
But they're not gonna play them.
No, they're not.
Smutney and
No,
Defrags.
they're gonna be subs. Jack is
Mm,
good when he like has passion.
I don't know that guy.
Jackie Artigans. He was on Nebula
I
for.
mean,
He
I've
was
seen the
actually a pretty
name for a
consistent
while,
player on
but
Nebula, but it's when he loses kind of passion. It seems
hmm
he's just not all the way there.
well, I've seen the name for I feel like ages, but I don't know the guy. I don't even know if I've played against the guy.
I want to see Rose Gold do something.
Like win a game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool. They almost did.
and actually they beat somebody. Who did they beat? Was it
So I got to
R18?
play against them. I got to play against them, and I was like, I was so happy I did because I see how they played, and they play exactly how I hoped they would with like their matching gamer tags and stuff like that. They're a super strat heavy team or whatever, but they are putrid on attacks.
Yes,
They are
that's
terrible
what
on
like
attacks.
they played 999. I was watching that, and I've watched them a lot because I mean they're pretty chill dudes. Like I ain't even gonna lie, they're actually like they
Yeah.
don't talk a whole lot, but they're chill. They are not
hmm
as bad as they seem, but they suck ass on attacking, and their final execution is shit. Like they will get a lot of these teams to 3v3s, 2v2s, but they choke the final execution every fucking time. Like that's what sells them on defense is their final executions. Like they will defending, they will get those numbers down. But then they just fucking fly. Attack, there's some attacks I was like, you might as well just backed out the game and just left. It'd have been better than whatever you tried. But I just want to see like I feel like if they actually practice it, I don't know if maybe they're just being miscoached or misled. But watching them, they have the proper ideas. It's just they're missing the simple steps, if that makes sense.
It's like cause I don't. Another thing is maybe it was the adaptability that I didn't think on them is very good either. From when, yeah, no, because they don't adapt very well.
No.
Like they'll do the same cookie cutter pushes on attack, but even on defense, they'll do the same like site setups and like site extensions to where, because we played them on border. I subbed for aquatic or whatever, and like they had a very like in-depth top east hold, and they like tried wasting a lot of time in square lobby on border, but I just was able to like flood them out so quick,
Well, it's almost like Virtus
like
Pro,
multiple
like
rounds.
when you're trying to play the OG style, but you're not taking into account the new age. Like, you got to have a mixed balance. And they play that, time waste. Like, they're real big on time. Well, it's like, it's like I've tried to say on several teams I've tried to help out. I was like, don't forget about time. Never forget about time. But at some point, time is not enough. Like we're gonna have to have some gun skill. We're gonna have to take some fights. Like
Yeah,
you can't avoid that. And this new age is aggressive, so you gotta pick and choose your fight. You can't just sit back like you used to and hold a head hold 3 walls away. Like there's gonna be some fights you're gonna have to take. But like I said, they're not like I've seen them take like Nebula when they played Nebula. Nebula won 7-1. Don't get me wrong, but there were a lot of rounds that came down to 2v2s and shit until it got to attack. Then it got a little one-sided. They're fucking ass at attacking. But that's a lot of siege people. I don't know why, because attacking's fun to me. That's the Brainiac game.
Yeah.
But defensive, I mean, like they were bringing a lot of those rounds to low numbers. Then it's just they could not finish it out. Like they weren't falling back. They weren't giving up the space when they got overtaken, and they just wouldn't fall back to sight. Like it's just simple stuff that I don't know if maybe their coach just isn't seeing. I don't even know if they got a coach. I'm assuming since y'all got a whole org with matching names that you got a coach. I would assume, but I don't know if they're just not seeing it or what's going on there. But like I want to see them do more than what they're doing. Like I genuinely feel bad because they're pretty chill dudes.
Yeah.
And they're young. I know they're young because one of them, he was talking to me.
They
One of
are.
them motherfuckers is young as shit on the team.
See, I wouldn't figure that. I'd figure them to be like super old.
Well, I know a couple of them are young, like 12 young. I don't know about 12, but I mean, I know like 15, 16. So, I mean, you could have some of that playing into it too. It's like they just don't, they truly just don't know.
Shit. You know, that Splits guy on
Oh,
Nebula?
yeah.
He's like 12.
I know. Yeah. Motherfuckers are,
Actually 12
yeah, I
though.
know. That motherfucker's retarded too.
So I've heard.
He's the one that got shoved into a locker and the whole locker boy shit. Prey's actually been seeming to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Pam's actually been pretty decent here lately. No complaints on him.
Who?
Pam.
Pam.
Good old
I swear I look in
good old Pam.
different server every day and he's commenting how bad 5.2 is.
Oh yeah, I don't really look that hard. I just mean mass chats.
I don't look hard either. It's just I'll look in a VOD, I'm rewatching VOD and 5.2 is so bad, and then I open up a gen chat in a server and 5.2 is so bad. Stuff like that. I'm like, dude, get a grip. No. What I
Mm-hmm.
want to see though is how CC keeps going, because they looked abysmal versus us, but then they looked good versus Nebula. So, and they're winning their games again, I guess, but I don't know. We need to see how that keeps going.
Yeah, I want to see. Like Nightfall's got a real test this week. We got Wild Boys.
Because, like, again, I said for, like, CC, whenever they get back into it, Vizla's not going to do as good as he was on the different team, and look what's happening. He's not doing as good as he was. In which that's what Trippin agreed with me on, too.
Mm-hmm. The new
But they're
Nebula.
like,
What is that new
hmm?
roster? You got me curious on the full new roster.
Um, well, they scrimmed today without Trippin.
Yeah, they scrimmed us. We won 2-1.
Oh.
Yeah, they beat us on Cafe with 3 like out mechanic subs. They were up 4-0 and we took it. They ended up taking it 7-5. Our attacks were phenomenal though. At just literally 3, like not even 6 mans. I'm talking like the 8th, 9th, and 10th man.
Mm,
But I think they had a tryout or two that round too. I don't know who's the
who'd they
fucking
try out?
starters on Nebula anymore. I don't.
Yeah, no, because I know that Kure guy played.
It's
I don't.
Kieran, unless you're talking about Fear Yuri or whatever.
Yeah, Yuri. Yeah, him.
I think Kieran's
I know.
better than him. I'm not sure.
I have no fucking clue.
But no, okay. They got
That's so
Miller,
weird.
Trippin, Yuri, Irish, Drew, Dylan, Dre Swing, Splits, Kieran, JKM.
So here's the first thing I'm gonna say to that. Um, if I'm them, if I'm OP or whoever's the IGL or rep for this team, stop investing in the Miller product for how unreliable he's going to be as far as availability. Keep him as a sub if you want, but you cannot have him as a starter.
Well, to me,
That's ridiculous.
so I'll do my hot take. To me, like he's probably gonna take it as a dig if he, for whatever reasons, listen to this because I don't see him. I feel like he's got an underlying issue. I don't know, really don't. But so that's why I don't think he'll listen. But if he does, like, I don't think he should be the IGO. He's a pretty good player for only 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Like he's pretty consistent and being in like an unk status, I guess you could say. You can't take that away from him. He genuinely loves positive and like shit like that. But it's like I just don't think like some people need to realize that doesn't make you an IGL. Like I
Mhm.
just don't think he's the fit for the team for IGL.
Right.
And I think he tends to make a lot of more selfish decisions. Like, I don't want to play with
Mhm.
this guy, so it's like, well, that guy might be a fit for the team or just shit like that. Like, not saying that's exactly the shit going on, but just shit like, thinking about what would benefit you more than the team.
Yeah. Especially like I'm saying, you can't invest in a guy like that to be a starter because his team like Nebula right now, this point in time, needs
Well,
consistency. They
then
don't need
so
this on and off.
the other issue with
Yeah.
that is Trippin and Miller have two completely different IGL styles. So you can't have an IGL 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, then your other IGL for that week in between. Two completely different play
Yeah.
styles. What's your team learning?
Again, that's why I feel like if they want to keep him on as a sub, and so that gives more flexibility to like them to formulate their own play style under Trippin to
Hmm.
where Miller's not the IGL,
I
even when he
think
does come
Trippin's
into
gonna
play.
separate his ways soon anyway.
Mm, possibly.
I'm not sure though. Only the stretcher would know. Poacher of the year.
I only know what they tell us.
But then if he goes, Irish is going. So there's two more down.
Well, they scrimmed with him today with Irish alone. So
Well, yeah, but he probably
they
ain't
say
gonna stay
that,
if
but
Trippin ain't there.
I'd imagine.
Irish has played when Trippin didn't before. I don't know.
Yeah.
5.2's looking like it might be a comeback error.
I might have said the same thing before last night, but dude, I don't know how the fuck we went 8-6, 8-7 with Beyond, and then
Oh,
eight
don't tell me
seven.
that.
Yeah, it was bad. And then 8-7 today versus that team. But today I like
Y'all
grain
want to
of
scrim
salt
tomorrow?
because no, we have playoffs tomorrow.
Fuck y'all playoffs.
Screw you, man.
Oh, cause I was about to say
No, we
I'm trying to get
we
better
have.
teams.
Well, so I don't know what it is, but like I hit a little thing where I started to do really good, and I haven't been playing as much shields. But then like today or whatever, these last couple games I've been playing more shields, and it feels like people don't know how to play off of shields anymore. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing
Well,
here?
it's because the shield meta has turned into the shield just runs in, rushes, and dies, or just
Well,
runs in
the
and
way
rushes.
well, I have a specific play style I like to do with shields, and like I expressed what my teammates need to do with me on these shields, and it's like I say it and it goes through with like one ear and out the other because it just doesn't happen. So I'm tired of playing shields.
I feel that. We're about to start doing a little shield plays. Oh, let's talk about. Oh, I'm about to. These standings are about to be finished. Let me talk about these BH standings real quick.
Yeah, no, I mean, but knock on wood, we're doing pretty decent right now.
I think Levi's a good pickup for y'all.
Yeah, I think he'll be good too. It's just actually got to get some PT in with him, and this is like kind of at a bad point to join a team because like we really do need to lock in on playoffs for these two leagues, get them done first. Because now we're in the Blizzard League finals, and then we're in Champions semis right now, playing for finals tomorrow.
Go to player of the week and shit tomorrow.
But then, like, yeah, Black Hole, we play Redemption this week, and Tsukiyomi and Zave and Order and Aquatic. I just noticed we banned first in this league. Oh, no, we didn't. I lied. No, I lied. We didn't. We got time first.
All right,
We
so
got
standings are updated in Black Hole. Oh, so what do you think
who's
about?
gonna play?
Did you look at the? I did the week 6 games. Now I tried to dictate it where it's a little tougher because some teams have been a little inconsistent here lately. But I tried to do some like I got the Order versus Kusho. Like I didn't want to do Order and Wild Boys. I feel like that's cliche. It's been seen a million times. So I was trying to do shit that doesn't happen all the time, but I thought would have been good matchups. So I got Order and Kusho. I got Wild Boys, and this was before Nebula fumbled. So I don't know how this one's gonna end up.
I see BH 5.2 twice in the standings.
Right. Oh shit.
Yeah. Um, do we talk about it or do we listen and not judge?
I know what I meant to do. There we go. Whoopsie. We listen and we don't judge. Anyways, I got Order, Kusho, Wild Boys, Nebula, Prey, Aquatic, Nightfall, Tsukiyomi. I feel like that'd be a good test to see where Nightfall falls. I got 5.2 CC, which that'd be a good test for y'all for a final week. NLG, Synergy, Katsuki, Zave, Pit Wrath, Delirious, and Rose Gold and R18. So I was trying to do teams that are top seeds, and then like trying to make some decent games. So it just is a little weird. Been a weird season. Synergy
Yeah.
lost 2 and then had a draw, and he's all mad that they're 0-3. I'm like, well, win a fucking game, dude. I don't know what you want. Well, that's what I told him. He said, well, it's 0-3. It's bad looks. And I was like, well, try winning a game. Like the draw, they both pulled some bullshit. And then they both agreed to the draw, but he lost to Kusho and then lost to Nebula. So I was like, those two are on you, buddy. I don't even know if they'll make playoffs.
That
Let's
would
look,
be funny.
let's look at the standings. So for the meme machines, the order, of course, is in first. They're 4-0. NLG just took second place from y'all because of the point differential, the round differential. Y'all are in the third seed, 1-1. Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all got that forfeit one on Aquatic. That would have been a good test for y'all too. It's kind of sad that was a forfeit.
Yeah.
And then Aquatic's taking off the fourth seed. Well, that forfeit's what hurt them. Y'all would be the fourth seed if that wasn't a forfeit. Nah, if y'all won, y'all still would probably have it over. And then Zave, if they win a game, if they who they play this week, if they win this week and they win next week, I think they're gonna knock one of y'all two off. They play Tsukiyomi. Yeah, one of y'all two might be in trouble. Then in the
Yeah, we
Mud
gotta lock
Dogs
it in.
division, Wild Boys, of course, 4-0. CC's 2-1-1. And the second seed Nightfall is 2-2. That 7-0 really helped. Give us 5 points versus the 4 regulation. Akatsuki is fourth seed. Then you got Pit Wrath, and then R18. The only two teams have not won a game, and that's R18 and Rose Gold. R18 that actually had a decent span last season in a few leagues, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm not saying they were like D1 potential, but they were at least winning some games. And then the Kilpatrick Mustangs, you got Kusho #1 at 3 and 1 forfeit. Nebula is 2-1, second seed. Delirious is third seed, 1-1. Prey is Prey's only in the fourth seed because of an overtime. Guarantee it. No forfeit loss, and I think an overtime. And then Synergy isn't even in a qualified spot right now. And Rose Gold is 0-4. So I'd say pretty accurate to what you would have. So before Aquatic's big roster shift, I would have thought Zave would have been above Aquatic. But other than that, those four look right. Like Mud Dogs looks right to me. The only thing with Kilpatrick is I thought Delirious wouldn't be in it, and Synergy would be, but you can only not care about so many losses.
Well, he says they don't care,
Oh,
but
every time they lose,
he
he
says
says
it
they don't
after
care.
every loss.
Oh,
Yeah.
this ain't a big league. $1,200. Well, 1,000 for the first place in the big league. All right. Second highest. You just gonna throw away $1,000? All right, buddy.
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah,
that the #1 league? Didn't you know
exactly.
that?
Yeah, my bad. My bad. So if you were to
You
make
better.
a semifinals right now, what teams you picking? 4 teams.
The 4.
Yep.
Wild Boys 5.2. Is 907 in this league? I forgot.
Order.
They
Yeah.
are
Order.
907. Yeah, order. And I want to say, is there like a sleeper pick I'm like blanking on?
I
Let's
think
see.
I think Kusho's gonna make it.
Well, that's what I was thinking, Kusho, but I wonder if there's another team. Not CC. Uh,
They don't sleep on Nightfall.
maybe Redemption. Maybe I could see that being top 4. Maybe I could see like Kusho and Wild Boys going at it in the earlier rounds, and Wild Boys like
But
puts
this
them
is
out.
all gonna depend on seeding.
Yeah. Yeah, but I could see a world where
Oh, hold
they
on.
get
Nebula might supposed to be #1.
that would be funny.
Oh, hold on, cause I got them at 12 points. What the fuck? Yeah, I fuck up game scores. Let me go see Kusho's real quick. Do they got an overtime? I think that's what they do. Even then, that wouldn't make sense. Oh wait, do they got a forfeit? Kusho's got a forfeit loss. So that's -2. So that'd be 3, 6, 9, 4, 8, 3, 2. All right, let me go see, cause I think that's right. I think they got regulation win, overtime win, forfeit. I just caught that. Do this shit midstream. Mid fucking stream. Kusho, 4 points right there. Kusho, 4 points right there. That's 8. Kusho, overtime on pitch synergy. That's 3. That's 11. Delirious ones be okay. Yep. So yeah, Nebula's top seed in that division. My fault. Ain't that something? You think? So what do you think about Nebula, man? You think they're gonna come back stronger, or is it about the?
I hope they do.
Like I said,
Yeah,
this one I want to see him win at least one. Like I mean, it's just I want to see a grand finals. Like I want to see something.
I think that ship is sailed, unfortunately. I don't think if they could have done it with the Yesh, Vix, and Trail roster that they're not going to be able to do it now.
I think they
And I don't
can, but
want to.
they're gonna have to become passionate. Like I don't think picking up tourney players is ever gonna lead to something.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're picking up tourney players. I think these new guys that they got in are
Well,
like
one of them literally
new
says he's in
faces.
leagues to get better at tournaments.
Uh, which one is that one?
Yuri, pretty sure it was him.
Mm,
I think he also just walks around legion shotting.
Leagues and Shouting?
Legion shotty.
Oh, Legion Shoddy.
I think. Don't quote me on it, but it's one. Somebody on there is their crutch for that. But who
Great.
knows? This might be the next up. They looked really good. The first was it yesterday? We did a best of three yesterday and a best of three tonight. They actually looked really good yesterday. That five they had.
Yeah.
Granted, we were missing two starters on Nightfall, but I did a VOD review this morning, and then I went over it with Vector about like what we struggled in against them, and we kind of belt ass the the two starter maps we played. I think it was like 7-3 and 7-3. But I don't know if they played
Oh,
the five from last night, so don't quote me
probably
on it.
not.
Yeah, I think some were the similar, some were different. I think they're trying to figure out what five plays best together.
Well,
So I
no,
think
because last night they had Trippin, and then tonight they did
Trippin
not
didn't
have
play
Trippin.
every map last night.
He didn't.
No. It was
Mm.
the maps they played: Drew, Dylan, Kieran, JKM, and Yuri. You know what? I keep the scores right here. What map did Trippin play? Trippin didn't play last night.
Was there a chalet?
Yeah, but Trippin's not on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, he didn't play last night. I think he played a scrim. What did he? He played something. Was it today?
No, it was not today.
I know he played something.
Was it 2 nights ago then? Because he was telling me about how I would like this Yuri dude because he's like a femboy.
Because this one was the old stack. Maybe they had a game or something. I don't think it was against us. I don't even know if they've had a game since this CC game. But to me, it's like, oh, what's it? Yeah, it ain't that one because they play with Jay and shit. I remember seeing him play with him or do something with him, but he ain't in any of these screenshots. This is yesterday's. JCam, Ritual, Yuri, Drew, Kieran. Chalet is Yuri, JCam, Drew, Ritual, Kieran. Border is Trey's Blessing, JCam, Yuri, Kieran, Ritual. Which I mean, granted, that whole lineup they had last night was that seemed to be pretty decent. Like all those games were. I think we lost this one 7-5, then we won 7-5. Both the last two maps. Tonight it was we lost 7-5 on Cafe, but like I said, we had Binks, Icy, and Cash Frag. Cash Frag's a tryout. Icy's like a seventh man, and Binks was like an eighth or ninth man.
Do
They
you think
had
Icy's good enough to start?
No, he went 2-10.
Silence was very loud right there.
He knows he's a sub. He agreed. Like he wanted to be a sub. He's like, yeah, I'll sub. I don't mind subbing. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong, and he's super chill. But he's just inconsistent, and he knows he's kind of a brain dead player.
Oh, it was 228. That was the night that Trippin played and told me about him.
Oh, I don't know if we even
Yuri.
played him that day.
Yeah, because I said on 228 at 11:04 p.m. at Evil Yuri, I heard from the grapevine that you're a femboy, and he said, I'm so sure. Look, I might have done a few questionable things already. I might be a little gay, not gonna lie. I did some questionable things.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. No, but I mean, I like the roster going on over there. Nebula's, if they stick to it, I mean, it's not a terrible roster they have either. 5.2's got a good roster going. Like, it's nice to see that it's not just 907 and Wild Boys right now. Like, as far as like Kuso stepping up, Prey's been doing good. Like, teams have actually been taking it to them. I'll say it is a nice little time, a nice little peace break from that 3 month, like 4 season reign of 907 Wild Boys. Granted, it might not end, but at least teams are giving them a run, and it's just not freeways.
Are you saying like teams are starting to catch up or something?
Yeah. Or like people are, bringing more money in these prize pools is bringing more players too. That could be it too. I mean, because I
Maybe.
think we are back up at like 60 plus teams. I think Square was saying like 70. And I mean, granted, like 2 months ago, we were at like 50.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like this new season that comes out tomorrow is gonna do a lot of good.
Oh, it looks good too. I'm ready for that rank 3.0. I want placement matches back. I decided I'm actually going to officially try to push rank for the first time.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's a funny cope.
it's not. I usually play my rails, and yeah, I know it's like they're holding gold, and that's like a fight. Like I mean, by themselves, they're peaking gold 3. So I just be chilling on there. Like I used to get mad and shit. I ain't gonna lie, but them my boys at the end of the day. I ain't gonna not play with you because you suck. That's just not who I am. But I was like, you know what? I finally got like EXO and them like decent mechanical players. I was like, I might actually just try to push for some shit. Plus, like the last 4 or 5 seasons, I really ain't even played a whole lot. I've been doing so much fucking league shit and other shit. I don't even want to touch the game sometimes.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, like after you do a VOD review, watching VODs all day, I'll be like, I don't even want to look at that fucking game.
Yep.
But like right now, Nightfall's in here doing a VOD review. They got like 5, 6 people in here. That's one thing I try to do at Nebula, but man, nobody ever wants to join. And it's like I tell people, all I wanted out of a team was just like, I don't care if we're the best. I don't care if we win everything. I don't care if we lose here. Like, I just want to be a good team and just have that passion. Because I just like to see people passionate. I ain't even got to be about the
Yeah.
game. Yeah, I just like to see people passionate. I like to see the game played how it's supposed to be played. I hate console run and gun meta because it's like I boot up Call of Duty if I want to go run in a building with a fucking AK-47. Like Siege is not meant to be played like that. So I just like it. I just like seeing that. Like I like going over. I love teaching. I like teaching people. Like doing the one-on-one VOD sessions and shit like that. you know, what you could have done better. But it gets annoying when, you see a really good player making simple mistakes and you try to point it out and they just ego you. So it's like Nightfall has been a breath of fresh air with that, where they're actually, kind of listening, and some of them are like, oh, okay, yeah, and you see them actually getting better and listening. It's like people forget that I'm seeing it not in game. So I don't have that
Yeah.
pressure on me. I don't have that little adrenaline rush. I don't have that quick think sense. I can pause, rewind, play it back. I can see this from two different angles than you can. I can see the people like they're not thinking about that. They just see you criticizing them and they can't take it. And like that's one thing that's been implemented at Nightfall is we ain't doing the ego shit. Like, you do something wrong, we're gonna kind of point it out, but like, well, next time let's try to do this. And if you want to get questionable, I'll give you the fucking boot.
Yeah. Well, that's like the culture of old school teams, at least on the Xbox side. That's
Hmm.
how we used to be way back in the day.
Because to me, if you can get, that's where I hate tripping. Kind of does it, and I understand it. I genuinely do, and it's frustrating. So I fucking, especially when you know what, especially when you're IQ'd in the game, it's frustrating. But I also get the other side of it because I've been a blue collar most of my life. I've been that young guy with all the 60-year-olds, 50-year-old know-it-alls. And hate the I hate the, well, you should know you got this. You should know you play this game. You should know you're in this. Like, everybody learns different. You don't know how this person got into this shit. This person could have just been playing with a bunch of running gunners and now he's on the team running strats. He don't know that. There's some people in this league, I can probably name 15 people. They couldn't tell you how to make a strat to save their life. They can just click R2. I was like, I hate hearing that excuse and more than just siege. It's like some people you do need to, they might not see it. Their brain might be going 50 miles an hour. Some people panic. So I was like, you kind of do, you don't have to babysit, but you might have to guide a little bit into, like, I shouldn't have to tell you to drone. Well, if they come from a team that doesn't care to gather intel, but you pick them up because they're a good player, you might have to, hey, you might drone this real quick for me. It's part of team communication.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like one thing with them is like I know a couple PC teams, and I send some VODs to Beck, and I was like, listen to PC comms, because one of the guys like Toxic, and then they just did a T2 quals, and I was like, I sent to one of the VODs, I said, listen to what they comm, and I was like, PC comms every fucking thing, but it's not stupid shit. But they calm everything like, hey, I'm about to drone you up this, or I'm droning this. All right, drone shot over here, this, that, this. Like they're telling you, hey, can you drone this? It's not you should know, you should know, you should know. I was like, you can't assume they should know. But I said, I get the frustration of that too, because it's like, okay, we're 11 years in the game. You've been playing since season 4. I shouldn't have to tell you how to play the game. So I was like, it's a double-edged sword, to be honest. I get the full frustration.
Yeah, but I don't know how tripping came into play with what you're saying,
Because
but
he's one of the
I
biggest
agree.
ones I've seen doing that. But it's because Nebula chat I read all the time. But I've seen him throw that around like I shouldn't have to tell you to do this or do that.
Uh,
Yeah, like I it's just he's the one of the ones I personally seen do it. He's not the only one. He's just the first one that came to mind because
well,
I
so
just
I
saw it
would say
recently.
I'm the same way as tripping because I feel like it's overwhelming, and it's hard to play your own game when you're constantly having to babysit
Well, that's where I
and
said
like
I get
command around 4 other
you
chess pieces.
don't have to babysit, but also if you're
Yeah.
taking on the role of IGL, are you not really a babysitter?
No, but
You
it's
are,
when 4 people is overwhelming.
but you're
And
the
like him,
in-game leader of the 4 people.
yeah, but I feel like as a team that's in his case, he kind of needs to do it right now because it's new people on the roster. But like say a week or two ago, when they still had Trail and Levi and all that. He shouldn't need to like constantly hold someone's hand. Like maybe he puts one guy in his pocket. Hey, I'm gonna drone you here. I need you to push this, hold this, do
But
this,
that's the thing. It's not all
whatever.
four of them. It's
Yeah,
usually one or two people, and I was like, it's easy to say that if you're a T3 PC team, they play the game a lot more passionately, like T3 and up. This is console. Most of these people can't even tell you half of the what's the word for it? They can only tell you compass calls. They couldn't tell you half of the call outs in the game. I've just witnessed people called the same thing four different fucking names and didn't know what they were talking about. And I was like, then you got the people who just know how to run in and shoot. So do they know how to drone? I don't know. They might, but it's just not in their mentality. It's just console. It's like that in any fucking game you go to with console. Console kids or console people just it's just a whole different environment. They don't pay $3,000 to be good and professional at the game.
yeah,
But no, you shouldn't have to hold the whole team's hand. But you're gonna have to hold each individual players about something. Like this guy's
yeah,
not gonna drone. Hey man, drone your entry. Like you don't have to do it step by step, but hey man, drone your entry. They don't do it, whatever. That's on them. Like I agree with. I don't think it should be leisure of ops per se. Because if you're trying to strat, you need ops. If you're not trying to strat and you're just trying to
specifically.
shot call, I guess. But then that makes adjustments a little harder because then you got to look at the board and see who you got. Versus the strat and the end goal. Whereas if there's no gap here, you already know what you got. You can just flip it real quick.
Right.
Versus all of a sudden this dude might have been playing Twitch for 5 games in a row. Now all of a sudden he wants to play goddamn fucking IQ. And it's like, oh shit.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I'm more of a I'm kind of in the middle. Like there's certain strats like we're working on. I want this, that, and that. But then there's other things. It's like, okay, well, we got each role has two op choices, and then we'll set based off what you choose. Like, and then if that don't work, we got a fallback method.
Right. Yeah. Because I know when I used to make strats, I always ran specific ops or whatever, but one of the issues I ended up running into was it just wasn't enjoyable to play that style of the game. To where I would say now I have a different philosophy of how I want to set up strats. And maybe it's like the setup's the same, but definitely the op selection is different. And I feel like it catches a lot more teams off guard now when it's not so cookie cutter on defense to where you're not gonna be running the same thing every round and expect different results. If that makes sense, I don't know.
It makes sense. Oh, you got anything you want to bring up? I said a
No,
quick one,
not
but we've
really.
been yapping for a minute. 19.6. Granted, the whole first half was a little Nebula Nightfall 5.2.
Yeah.
Fucking
I wish there was just more CC to go off of. That's a really fun team to talk about. Especially after the whole Xeno drama that happened.
that shit
He
was
got
funny.
kicked off. It was hilarious.
I'm kind of the same way, but a lot of teams have been kind of quiet. Like Wild Boys has made
Lately.
roster changes, but it's been quiet. You know, everything's been kind of quiet. Zave though, Zave's been cooking. I thought they were falling
It's
apart when they lost
just
Levi. No,
PWP.
yeah,
It's
no,
just PWP now.
well, no, yeah, but they've actually gotten a little bit better than what they were.
Yeah, they're probably still playing the same annoying style of Siege where it's just cornball operators and plays. I
Hey,
can smell it now.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, we'll see.
But hey, I guess that wraps it up for tonight. Probably get square on for next week. Do the tier list. God forbid all the fucking teams. I don't even know most of them anymore. All I know is Rose Gold's number 70.
Rose gold or foolish black.
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad too. If Rose Gold defends first, they have a good advantage, but
They might have enough lead to where they can
they
get
are
one attack round.
so bad at attacking. That's where they choked on 999 was attacking, dude. It was like they made a
Yeah.
little comeback defending, but holy shit, they're attacking. It was like a whole different team was pushing you. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on over there in Rose Gold world, but hey man, them attacks we need to focus on.
Yeah.
Can't or not winning ones. Granted, I don't think putting them in some D1 leagues was really the move.
Yeah, they just donated to the prize pool.
I
That's
mean,
about
yeah,
it.
there's the benefit, but I mean, I guess if they're a learn, you learn by getting punished kind of team, but it don't seem like it
Trial
really.
by fire.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like you're learning nothing. Like on Black Hole, we're on week
Learning how to
4.
take an ass whooping.
Yeah,
That's about it.
we're on week 4, and we're on your fourth 7-1. So I was like, I don't think we're really learning
Holy
much,
shit. You're you're not being real. 7-1 for
dude.
4 games.
Oh wait, hold on. You didn't see their point differential?
No.
Right now, their point differential is -22 on week 4.
Holy shit. They're getting shoved into lockers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that is an
Like they're
insane.
getting spit in the face and getting their like nose rubbed in the dirt.
That is literally 3 7-1s, and then well, no, maybe one day at a 7-2. Let's go through that real quick.
That's horrible.
All right, week 1, 7-1 by Kusho. Week 2, where the fuck are they? Week 2. Oh, Prey. They actually won 3 rounds on Prey. That's kind of crazy. So 7-1, 7-3. Week 3, 7-1 by Pit Delirious. So 2 7-1s and a 7-3. Week 4, 7-1 by Nebula. 3 7-1s and a 7-3.
Yikes. That's disheartening.
But I mean, a lot of their rounds come to less numbers too. It's just frustrating to see. But anyways, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Get ready for a Yap Fest next week that it's gonna be. The
It'll be a long one
Grandos.
for sure.
You know that motherfucker love to talk.
Mm-hmm. We just we just need to get our talking in too.
Well, it's just it probably just end up being the tier list.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, I don't give a fuck about the last 40 teams. It's gonna be the top 20 that's gonna be the most yapping.
Yeah.
But until next time, guys, toodles.
Toodles.